Well, I don't know where to start, 'cause now there's nothing left to say. You put your hand on my heart, and then you push me away. And you tell me everything is fine, but you don't have anywhere to hide. Look me in the eyes, 'cause I'm asking you, how we gonna act like nothing's wrong? I see that you've been crying, but you never wanna talk about it. All these words left unsaid, hanging over my head. How you gonna hear me through the door? Can't you see I'm trying, but you always find a way around it. All these words left unsaid, hanging over my head. Over, 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 over my head. All these words left unsaid. I don't know how it ends, never been through this before. And when it all disappears, it's like the shadows haunt around you. And I know you wanna see the light, but you don't open up enough to find we're out of time. 'Cause I'm asking you, how we gonna act like nothing's wrong? See that you've been crying, but you never wanna talk about it. All these words left unsaid, hanging over my head. How you gonna hear me through the door? Well, can't you see I'm trying, but you always find a way around it. All these words left unsaid, hanging over my head. Over, 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 over my head. All these words left unsaid. No. Over, 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 over my head. All these words left unsaid. Ooh, I just couldn't read you, and now it's hanging over my head. Now that I can't see you, it's just hanging over my head. And how you gonna act like nothing's wrong? And how you gonna act like nothing's wrong? When I see that you've been crying, but you never wanna talk about it. All these words left unsaid, hanging over my head. How you gonna hear me through the door? Can't you see I'm trying, but you always find a way around it. All these words left unsaid, hanging over my head. Over, 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 over my head. All these words left unsaid. Over, 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 over my head. All these words left unsaid.
Sorry, sorry, I'm sorry, sorry.